look, another courtroom drama where a grandfather suddenly discovers that raising two kids isn't free. All rise and let's watch him explain to the father, who apparently thought money grows on trees, why toddlers need support. The tension? Oh, it's palpable, but also kind of predictable. Will the father ever feel guilt? Spoiler alert, probably not, but stay tuned.
You all may be seated. Mr. Griffith, you brought this case before the court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, I'm raising two grandkids. I'm the legal guardian of those two grandkids. They were sired by my son here.
Oh, this is your son?
Dude, man.
That's my son.
Okay.
Sometimes embarrassed to admit it, but anyway. And so I'm here today to try to get him to start contributing to the raising of these children. Now, I'm a personal banker. I've made decent money over the years.
Okay.
I'm hitting retirement age, and I just think it's time for him to start paying.
I agree. I agree with that. Are these children involved in any type of extracurricular activities or anything?
Oh yeah, they're getting up to the age where sports are there. I'm having to run across town to soccer and then.
I'm there too, man.
Obviously
Well,
not, and I'm not talking to you, so I need you to wait your turn.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, but I've told him since he's a kid he's worthless, and I think it's bearing out. But,
Well, sir, that's not very nice, and we're not here to talk about your son in that way. We're here to get some support, financial support for your grandkids, okay?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So, kids involved in extracurricular activity, your son, their dad is not helping. Has he given you any money at all for the kids?
He is.
Now things get spicy. The father talks about $15 an hour like that's some kind of noble struggle, while the grandfather rolls his eyes so hard you can hear them. Judge pokes, prods, and suddenly the courtroom becomes a reality check. Excuses clash with responsibility, and the father looks like he's auditioning for world's worst dad. Will honesty ever surface? Suspense.
He's given me no money at all, and he's not taking responsibility. He comes by and sees the kids occasionally, but he has not been much of a father to them at all.
Okay. Where is the mother?
Well, she couldn't take much, I guess, of him anymore, so she left.
I kicked her out.
You what?
Excuse
kicked
me?
her out.
Excuse me.
I bet.
Yes, ma'am.
In just a moment, you can have your time.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a moment. So she's not in the picture.
Not anymore. We haven't heard from her in quite some time.
Okay.
I think the kids still remember her and they miss her, but
How old are the kids?
Huh?
How old are the kids?
13 and 15.
13 and 15. Okay. Now, is there anything else you would like for me to know before I move to him?
Well, he goes a long time without working, and now he finally has a part-time job, I think now, and probably couldn't afford much, but more than the money, I think it's time that he starts showing some manly responsibility. He's
Okay,
never done it before.
And I definitely agree. I definitely agree. Sir, now it's your turn.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you have to say about what your father said in terms of not giving any financial support for the support of your children?
It's hard. I just got a job.
Okay.
I can
How much
start
are you
paying
working? How,
part-time, like
Part-time.
20, 30 hours a week up at the shoe place.
Still a loser.
okay, sir, that's not very
It can
nice.
turn
We're
into
not going to
some-
do any type of name calling in this courtroom, okay?
Yes,
You guys are not going to do that to each other. You can save that at home when you all are, just between the two of you, but not here, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So you say you work about 20, 30 hours a week.
Yes, ma'am.
How much money do you make?
$15 an hour, so a couple of thousand a month, I think.
Okay.
Ah, the big reveal. The father's secret $102,000 settlement. Plot twist, he spent it all, and now acts shocked it's relevant. The judge is unamused, the grandfather's patience is heroic, and the tension, deliciously awkward. Every smirk and stammer screams, I have no idea how money works. Watch as justice slowly creeps into the scene.
I think there's something, if I may, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I think there's something that, in case he doesn't volunteer it, he has just recently got a settlement through a lawsuit.
Oh.
And that's the main reason, at $15 an hour, I wouldn't have brought him to court.
Oh.
Because it wouldn't have been worth the...
Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. I could definitely see why he did not want to bring you to court for $15 an hour. So he's not very truthful, obviously, because he's looking at me with his mouth open like he is so
He's
confused.
just mad because it's my car.
Well, you know
Just
what,
admit it.
sir, I'm upset at the fact that when I ask you why you were not providing any financial support, you try to give me this sob story about $15 an hour, and you have a settlement. Let me ask your dad, because I don't think I'm gonna get too much honesty out of you. How much is this settlement?
Well, my understanding is that his portion of it, I guess after legal fees and all, was about $100,000.
$100,000?
Oh, man. Come on.
You think it's funny? You think this is funny? You think it's a
I
game?
think it's funny.
You think it's funny?
Yes.
Why? Because you got more than
Because-
that? You want to tell me you got more than that?
No.
So why is that funny? You're
Because I
not.
don't have $100,000.
So you didn't. So your father's not being honest about the settlement.
Well, I
you
may have
received?
gotten it, but I don't have it anymore.
Okay,
I
so
got braces, man. 'cause you
it
didn't
does
get 'em
not
for me.
cost. Excuse me, sir. What type of crazy do you think I am? It does not cost $100,000 for braces.
I got a couple other things too. I mean, there might be some left.
Okay, and you didn't bring that to court with you, did you? To show the proof of that?
That
Yes or
was
no?
in my name.
Did you bring any documents to court to show that you are not in possession of this money? You didn't, did
No.
you? No, you didn't. Actually, you did. Your dad turned in your settlement judgment. You actually got a settlement for $102,000
It's a while back.
a while back. So you don't remember.
Well, I mean, I do,
I guess
but
blowing
still.
I guess blowing that money off made you lose your memory, huh? So what we're getting ready to do is make you pay child
That's
support
fun.
to your dad. I'm glad that you think it's a joke, because we're not about to joke.
And just like that, the court sets $1,881 a month in child support. Dad's wallet quivers, the kids win by default, and justice is served in dollars. Emotions run high, but mostly from embarrassment. The moral? Don't underestimate grandparents. And maybe, just maybe, don't ignore child support laws.
I want to see that same smile on your face when I read these numbers out to you on how much you're going to pay on child support. Okay, so at $102,000, I have your gross at $8,500, which brings your net to a total of $6,525.63. Okay, health insurance. Who pays health insurance?
I do, Your Honor.
I don't
How
have
much
it.
is health insurance?
$250 a month.
$250. So we're going to make you reimburse that to your dad for health insurance, okay? So as I was saying, net $6,525.63. That would bring your child support before the reimbursement to $1,631.41. Did you need to write it down? $1,631.41 plus $250 would be $1,881.41, your monthly obligation. And I gave you credit for both kids.
I make $2,000 a month.
Okay, but you also have a settlement for $102,000. And I'm deeming that income because under Texas law, I have the right to do that.
Okay.
So your child support is not going to be set at $15,000. I mean, I'm sorry, at based on $15 an hour. Because I'm sure you spent the $15 an hour getting those braces, not that $102,000. It's not going to work.
I'm afraid, Your Honor, he has spent a lot of the rest of that too. I think that's the reason he's hawing about
Well,
what he is.
you know what, sir, and it's fine if he did, because he has to be able to give you $1,800 a month in child support. Otherwise, you'll have far more serious issues. Okay?
Right.
Anything further?
Well, I love my grandchildren, but I told him along the way, once he hooked up with the lady he married, that he had all the funds, so it's been his responsibility to help take care of them. This is the first time he's ever had to pay up.
Well, and I thank you for bringing him to court and making him responsible, sir.
Okay.
If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Sure. Take Visa. This is great, man.
Oh, look, another mother-grandmother toddler showdown. Mom's busy, grandma's working overtime, and apparently no one thinks a baby needs more than love and cash. From all rise to the first heated exchange, it's a charming mix of excuses and guilt trips. Spoiler, the toddler's life depends on grandma's patience, not the mother's schedule.
Lopez case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Ms. Lopez,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Judge, I have a really great daughter. However, we have a kind of a bad situation. My daughter seems to be so busy sometimes that I think she knows she's a mom, but she kind of has other responsibilities that she's kind of putting in the forefront of everything. And so it's the last 2 years it's kind of gotten difficult for me. We have one baby girl, her name is London, and she's almost 2, and my daughter is trying to go to college, work, be a mom, and everything else that she wants to be. And so it's just gotten to a point where it's kind of ridiculous because I need some assistance financially, and unfortunately I'm not getting it.
Okay. All right. And do you pay health insurance for the child?
She is on Medicaid right now because we qualify for Medicaid.
All right. Okay. Anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
That's pretty much the brunt of it, so I'll let her speak her piece and see if we can maybe find a resolution today.
Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So I am a full-time student, college student.
Okay.
So I'm spending most of my times, at nights going to school. But on top of that, I also work for the university during the day.
What do you do?
I'm actually an intern, full-time intern for the psychology program. And so,
Is that a paid position?
yes, it is.
How much are you paid?
Well, I just got a promotion.
That's
to
good.
50,000. Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like I work, all day. I go to school at nights. I don't come home.
Congratulations. We all work all day.
Yeah, I don't get home until like midnight, and I mean, I don't really see why it's a problem that my mother, the grandmother of my child, has to.
The mother now tries to argue logic while the judge silently judges everything. Grandma's sacrifices are highlighted, mom looks exhausted, and the courtroom is basically a life lesson in, yes, your child matters more than your GPA. Suspense lingers as we all wonder, will financial responsibility ever click? Probably after this court session.
Well, because I'm not the one that got pregnant on prom night. You wouldn't be having this problem.
Okay.
That wasn't my decision.
Okay, but you're my mother, right? So
I had
you
one
always said
child.
you wanted a grandchild,
I
didn't
had
you?
one child. Yes, I wanted a grandchild, but it would have been nice if you would have got married first and had someone to share the responsibility with, not me.
I can't do it by myself though.
You're not
trying
doing it
to
by
use-
yourself.
I'm trying to use that money, right? So that way I can pay for my tuition for college.
Well, I can appreciate that, honey, but you know what? Your main responsibility is being a mom.
I agree with your mom. This is your child, and you said something very key while you were talking. You said grandmother.
Right.
You're her child. She raised you. It is not her responsibility to raise your child.
Right.
It is your responsibility.
I just feel like I don't really have to owe her anything.
You don't feel like you should pay your mother? If your daughter were going to daycare, you would be paying the daycare, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you feel like they should be paid?
Yes.
They're taking care of your child, looking after your child, changing diapers, feedings. They should be paid, right?
Right.
Your mother is doing everything I just named, correct?
Yes.
So it logically follows that she should be paid too, right?
Yeah.
So what's your issue?
Well, she uses her money for the school loans, and I can appreciate that she doesn't want to have school debt.
Right.
But
Yeah,
now
that's a
that
good
she's
thing.
making more money, she's going to have to give me a little bit of that. They live with me. The house is paid. We don't have that bill. So I know she wants to be responsible and not have any debt, but mommy doesn't need to be having no debt and worried about diapers and all that too. And she does try to help, but it's just not enough. And now that she's got a promotion, I feel like she needs to take a little bit more responsibility. I've done everything I can, sweetie.
You know that I'm a double major, right?
I know that, sweetheart. But like I said,
I can't afford
London
to
is
do that.
important too. So
I know she is. That's why I leave her with you.
Well, just like I did a good job with raising
I
you.
leave her with you, and you leave your child with your mother, and do not believe that your mother should receive some sort of financial assistance.
I feel like I
And voila! Mom owes $803 a month to grandma, Medicaid is reimbursed, and order is restored. The toddler wins, the judge wins, and the audience gets a masterclass in Stop Being Lazy, Start Paying.
give something back by being in school. You know, once I do get that education,
What are you
that
giving
degree,
back by being in school?
I'm giving her.
What are your plans after school?
Well, I'm majoring also in psychology, so
Okay.
I planned on opening my own clinic, doing a clinical psychologist, and then from there I could, you know, take care of my own daughter by then. I just right now need
And
some
move
assistance. Yeah, move out.
And your mom still takes care of the baby?
No, I could take care of the baby by then. I just need a little bit of help
You
and
can
assistance.
take care of the baby by yourself now.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
So I'm still not hearing what your issue is.
My issue is just
Because she's your mom, you don't believe you need to pay her something.
that's what I thought.
Because if you think about it, you really don't live there. You're just going to sleep. Mom is taking care of the baby. You'd agree with me, right? If you're
Yeah.
coming in at midnight, the baby is with your mom all day. You're literally coming to the house, not seeing the baby, because if it's at midnight, the baby is asleep, I'm assuming.
Right.
And you're going right back out
I
to go
tuck
to
her
school
in.
and work.
I tuck her in.
She's already tucked in, so you just pull the covers over a little higher.
I give
That's
her
what you
a
do?
kiss
Sometimes she
night.
wakes her up, Judge, and just to play
You
with her for a
wake
little
up the
while.
baby
I
at
mean,
midnight.
just so I can give her a kiss, you know, read her a little story, so that way there is some sort of bonding between us. Since I do work, you know, all
Aw.
night long and go to school and all that.
Oh, well, that's nice. But what's going to be nicer is you're going to give your mother some of that money for taking care of your child, because she is footing the bill. She's taking care of everything. And if you think about it, technically you're not even living with her. You're only staying there at night for a couple of hours. And the baby is with your mom. And I'm assuming this happens on the weekends too?
No, on the weekends she does stay home, and you know she does help. And like I said, she does like that. She's like not like that girl that goes clubbing and stuff. She does take that responsibility serious.
Yes.
It's just her job and school, and now she's going to work full time. Now she's going to be working more with the promotion.
Right, 'cause I got
So,
that promotion.
you know, that kind of leaves us with a little extra money and no time, because we hardly had any time now. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like now that she's going full time.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start your child support so you can at least give mom some sort of assistance. Now, at the time that you move out of the house and you have the child on your own 100%, mom is not babysitting. Mom is not, well, not even babysitting. The child is living with your mom.
Okay.
If the child is no longer living with your mom, your daughter is with you 100% of the time, then you can come back and see me to stop child support at that time.
Okay.
But until that happens, mom is going to receive some sort of financial break, essentially,
Right.
until that time happens. So it's going to be based off your income, and you just said that you make $50,000 a year now. So at $50,000 a year, that brings your gross to $4,167. Your net is $3,516.78. There is a reimbursement to Medicaid. Now, you are working full time. You have access to health insurance now?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know how much it'll cost?
I actually don't know. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay, this is what we're going to do, because Medicaid reimbursement is about $375. That's based on 9% of your gross.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure your health insurance is cheaper than that for your daughter only. So what I'll do is order you to be responsible for that health insurance and give you a credit of $100 towards the health insurance, okay?
Okay.
So that'll make your monthly child support obligation $803 to your mother.
Sorry, baby. You got to learn.
Okay.
Any questions? No?
No.
No questions?
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you laughed, cringed, or learned anything, like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next courtroom disaster.